Good morning, everybody. I'm Josh.
And I'm Rachel.
And today we're in Sint Marteen. We are currently on board Wonder of the Seas by Royal Caribbean, but we have one full day here, and we're going to do our best to do it without planning an excursion or spending too much money.
That's right. A free beach day? What could be better? Let's go.
All right, so we're going to bring you along with us as we go straight from the ship all the way to the free beach.
It does look like there's actually now I see 5 cruise ships in
port. Yeah, there's one tiny one up front there. All right, so your biggest ships must be here on the far side, which is closest to Great Bay Beach, which is just on the other side here. And that's where we're gonna walk to. You can take a water taxi, but I don't know, we gotta get our steps in because we don't really plan on doing too much today.
Yeah.
Other than, checking out the beach, and there's a downtown area as well. But I think it's going to be a pretty simple walk. Even if you don't want to go all the way to the beach, there is a decent looking built up port area. Of course, it's like a lot of the same stuff that you'll get at most of the Caribbean locations, which includes your Diamonds International and a whole bunch of other jewelry that I never see people buying, but we have a lot of them here in the ports. There is a nice Sint Marteen sign right over here. So if you want to get your picture taken, we might do that on our way back. I guess there'll be less people at that point. But you do walk through this area, and you can see there is a water taxi stand right there. And I believe that it's a short ride, and it's only it looks like it's $7 for adults. I do believe that that is round trip, and it's to Philipsburg. We are on the Dutch side of the island. There is a French side and a Dutch side. We're just gonna be staying on the Dutch side all day today. It does look like there are taxis that are still very close. This is not a very far walk away from the boat area, so if you're looking for something to do on your own, looks like it's pretty easy to do from the port area. All right, and we have reached the gate. And it looks like we'll be walking along the road to get to Philipsburg. All right.
Yay!
So I had intentions of going as far down the beach as possible, but we met a really good salesman.
He sold us a chair and some beers.
I think that we're at Han Beach Club, which for $25 per person, you get like a bucket of beers, a frozen drink, a bunch of water, soda, other stuff, a chair, and umbrella.
Yeah.
Right? Which seemed good to us.
Yeah.
And also he was saying that there's some area you can try snorkeling before like all the water activity gets going. And so we're going to try snorkeling as well.
Yeah, maybe we do that first. What do you think?
I think so, because we brought our GoPro, we brought our snorkel gear, which we haven't heard the greatest things about snorkeling here in Sint Marteen, on this beach at least. But we're going to try going over by, there's some rocks right behind me.
Yeah. He said possibly turtles and lobsters, so we'll see.
Right?
We'll see.
Now, on the walk here, it took about 10 minutes.
Yeah.
And when you come out of the gate,
there is a plethora of people trying to get you to get a ride from them.
Yeah, so if you haven't made plans, you can definitely make plans when you get here.
Yeah.
Well, good news, our bucket of beers is already here.
That's right. Oh yeah.
Check them out. Make sure they're like full size. In Mexico, I feel like we got shorts.
We did get shorts, but this is a real beer.
Yeah.
This is a real beer.
I mean, right there alone, you're already doing decent on price, I'd say.
$25 each right there.
Yeah. All right, so the good news is the beers are here. And we were about to go ahead and start snorkeling, but there are ladies that come up and do braids. And so Rachel is gonna get her hair braided. We were able to negotiate a little bit, so doing it for 30 bucks, which we thought was good. They initially said 40, talked them down. But this is beautiful. I could see spending all day here for sure. All right, while Rachel is getting her hair braided, this is the beach bar that we are actually connected to, Han Beach Bar. And there is a Wi-Fi that you get with the cost of it. So I'm gonna just go use the Wi-Fi because I haven't been connected for 3 days. All right, GoPro mode activated.
That's right.
And your hair braids look good.
I hope so.
How did that feel?
It hurts so bad. I should learn how to do it myself. That's the key.
It seems like it would be tough.
Yeah.
But we're gonna go ahead and try snorkeling before too many people get here because there's a lot of people already, and you can see a little bit of water coming in.
Yeah, it's a busy, busy beach day.
Yeah. First try, there is not much to see other than, I don't know, dirt. Rachel's laughing, she didn't even try. But maybe later in the day we'll try again. Alright, it is just 10:30 right now. And you can see that the beach has really started to get busy. And there's Rachel. There she is. But you can see it definitely fills in. So try to get here early. At least if you want some of these early spots. And we were talking about how, you know, for $25, we got a chair, an umbrella, 6 beers, and there's Wi-Fi as well that you can use. So, you know, $25 a person, I'm pretty happy with that. And I think unless you're really trying to be like away from the crowds, which you'd want to go way to the far end, I feel good about this because I feel like especially anywhere between here and which that's the water taxi, that dock right there, it's virtually the same space. You can do jet skis. We might do that later, which you'll just have to pay an extra fee. I want to say it's around 50-60 bucks, but we might end up doing that. But it's picked up. So we have walked down the beach here a little bit, and the Dutch Blonde is what Rachel seems to think we should check out. And you can see there's a second level, which is what excites
I've heard things
me.
about it. I don't know how it's supposed to be good. It's just a beach bar.
Is it probably because it says craft beer from here?
Yes, that's probably
Which,
it.
Yeah, that is very much.
You know
our
I'm
style.
sold.
Yeah. So I think we're gonna try this. But
Visit our beer garden. It has an upper level.
yeah,
We should go try it.
that seems like a no-brainer for us. But the good news is, the further down the beach actually gets smaller. And so we feel pretty good about the beach chairs that we got. I think we may have overprayed a little bit.
They have Dutch pancakes.
What'd you say?
Dutch pancakes.
All right, Dutch pancakes. It'll be interesting if we have that today, but
I would eat it because remember we had Dutch pancakes
And
and we
it's
like
delicious.
them. Yeah.
all right, well, we're gonna probably have some
Let's
fun
go.
stuff, some beers and some Dutch pancakes, it sounds like.
Yeah.
All right, we did make it to the Dutch Blonde Beach Bar. You can see drinks are about $4 to $6. $3 for sodas, upwards of $6 for the beers, $9 for some wines. But check out that view. Look at that, looks great. And then for classic mixers, you're looking at like $8 for frozen drinks and other shots in the $5 plus range. Food, you got pretty much everything you would normally think of for beach food. So like burgers, fish sandwiches. There's chicken satay. I might have to go for that. Otherwise, there's some tacos, and then on the back there is the Dutch Blonde pancake menu. So we think we know what a Dutch pancake is, and if it's what we think it is, we're gonna get one of these. You can see there's a few different varieties, starting in the $12 to $15 range. But we're here for the view, really. Here you can get a better view of how short the beach gets over here.
It's cramped.
And it is full all the way down. So going further down does not mean that it's not going to be crowded. So I feel okay with what we ended up doing. But it looks like you got jet skis to rent on both sides. All right, so it's kind of loud here, but this is a Dutch pancake apparently. And we did
Apple bacon cheese.
Apple bacon and cheese.
It's under their classics. That's why I went with it.
Right. And I'm assuming, fold that back. Oh God, it's just straight up apple, bacon, and cheese. There you go. We also have some other items that we grabbed. I know Rachel's got the fish tacos, and I ended up with, I think chicken satay skewers.
Yeah.
What do you think about that?
It tastes like a great big pancake with apples, bacon, and cheese inside of it.
There you go, and some maple syrup.
Yeah, maple syrup on top.
All right, so a little different than what we thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
But it looks
It's good. Okay, I went with fish tacos. It looks like just a shredded white fish, nothing special. Lots of cheese, some onions, peppers in there as well, and a flour tortilla, which I'll never complain about.
Lots of cheese.
Wow.
It looks like it's grilled fish.
Yeah, pretty basic taco. Nothing to write home about, but I'll tell you what is. That pancake is really good.
Yeah, it's actually very good. I'm glad we got it.
Mm-hmm.
And here you can see I ended up with a chicken satay, so it's like a peanut sauce on chicken skewers. Pretty straightforward, and then French fries. And Rachel's already eating my fries. All right, we just finished up lunch at
Dutch Blonde.
Dutch Blonde Beach Bar.
Yeah.
Amazing views.
Amazing.
And you're definitely paying a premium for that because of where you're at.
Yep.
Ended up being about $70 before tip, or they have a service charge that they add to it. But I think that the Dutch pancake was awesome.
Oh, that bacon was so good, and the apples were nice and crisp and fresh. Ooh.
Yeah, but I would pass on the tacos. They were really just cheese and a tortilla.
Yeah. It was
And
sort of weird.
I thought the chicken was good. Look at this guy. Oh God, that thing's creepy. But the sauteed chicken was good. The French fries needed some salt, a little crisp to them. So overall, I thought it was decent. Make sure you get a view.
Yeah, because even service was a little lackluster. But again, the view is amazing.
Yeah, it's definitely worth it. And you're right in the heart of the Phillipsburg tourist area. So it's what you expect. We're gonna head back to our chairs though.
We did get a beer to go.
And I speak un poquito español.
Yeah, me too. Un poquito español. Enough to find out where the bathroom and where you can give me a beer is.
We're on our way back, and the guy said, I said, I have hardly any cash.
And we've actually showed him. We didn't have any
I
cash.
said, I'll give you everything left in my wallet. And he said, here you go. So for 12 bucks, I'm sure I could have got it for cheaper, but that guy was good.
He was fun.
Yes, and coconuts.
Coconut water. I mean, you should see it. He cut off the lens of the coconut for us.
Mm-hmm. And so we're headed back. It's been about 6 hours.
It's been a long day.
It has.
But it's been fun. We've just been chilling, chatting in the ocean.
Yeah, and we'll collect our thoughts when we get back to the back in the port area. You can see all the shops are open now, so if you didn't bring enough Caribbean attire, you could get it here, get some spices, get a hat.
Can you smell the spices?
Apparently there's some good smelling spices over there.
Yeah, we got.
But there's plenty of stuff if you did not get your souvenirs while you were in port. Lots of shopping around this area. And a good thing also, a lot of times if we don't have time, we like to grab a drink in the port area. And there's multiple spots for you to be able to do that as well. All right, I think
we're sun-kissed.
Yeah, look at that. That's what I was going to say too. Like, I think we're both a bit more red.
Yeah.
So we are back on the ship. We're at Playmakers. We're going to grab a quick snack and some beers.
Yeah.
What did you think about St. Martin and the way that we did it today?
I think the way we did it was perfect for what we wanted. We wanted to be sun-kissed by the end of today. We wanted to relax. We wanted to stick our feet in the ocean and have a cold beer. And I think we nailed all of that.
Yeah. We've looked at a lot of the excursions. We watched a lot of the videos of other people doing it, and it just wasn't hitting us. We've done some excursions where you spend a lot of time in a car or a van driving around an island talking about things that have happened before, and I'm sorry, it just wasn't what we were looking for.
Not today. I mean, and
No.
if we ever came back, we'd probably do St. Martin different. I would
Yeah.
say, I can say that confidently. If we ever have St. Martin on our excursion list in the future, or on our itineraries in the future, we will definitely probably do something different. But for us today, being middle of November, we just wanted a day to sit in the sun, and we did that.
If your goal is just to get to the beach, just to have some drinks,
Maybe get your hair braided.
yeah, you can do it.
Yeah.
And we had a good time doing it.
Yeah.
So hopefully that helps you decide this. But from here on out, we're hanging out on the cruise ship, so stick around with us. All right, one thing we have noticed on our Wonder of the Seas cruise is that they have a beat of Purple Haze, which we fell in love with in New Orleans.
And we really liked it in New Orleans.
Yeah, and so here at Playmakers we get to have it, as well as up at Mason Jar we're able to have it. And we're just going to have some chicken wings to hold us over until dinner tonight. Here's a good looking beach snack right after. Just some chicken wings and a beer
Yeah.
at Playmakers. All right, after taking a nap that made you feel like you woke up in a different universe,
Yeah.
you have a chair that came from
Maybe I am in a different universe.
Yeah, actually we are here at 150 Central Park. And this is one of the more fine dining establishments here on Royal Caribbean. We have liked it before. When we were on Symphony of the Seas, we actually tried almost everything on the menu in our 2 times, and we'll probably do the same this time. Anything calling out to you today?
For on the menu, I do see honey glazed scallops, and I'm a huge scallop fan. And then the duck duo today looks good.
All right. I'm not sure what I'm going for yet, but I'm sure it'll be a lot, no matter what. We have said it this entire trip. Don't order bread. They will do it for you.
Yeah, you'll get bread every
they
time.
said something about truffle butter.
Yeah, it smells so good. It's one of those rolls that peels apart. Nice, warm, more than just the truffle butter that comes out on top of it. But it's not overwhelming truffle butter. Again, bread service and before you eat is perfect. And this is just nice, toasted, warm bread. I love it.
You are looking very red today.
I'm telling you, I woke up from my nap and I feel like I'm in a different universe. I think I'm getting back after some bread in my tummy, but
Yeah.
I woke up awful weird.
That was a long day at the beach today. But the bread looks good, and maybe that'll help.
It's really good.
So one big thing about 150 Central Park, we believe that it's only on Oasis class ships.
Yeah.
Because we do not remember it being on Icon of the Seas, and there's no other class that has Central Park, so it would not make
True.
sense for it to be on there. We're gonna have to double check to make sure it was on Utopia, but we were only on it for 3 days, and we didn't do the full package. But if you want a very unique restaurant, this is that one. And we were just talking about how, like, when you look around, it's so much less crowded
Yeah.
than, say, Chops Grill.
And it's so pretty in here.
Yeah, like it feels like a much more upscale, elegant dining experience than what we had at Chops.
Yeah.
Now, we haven't had the food yet. Not
True.
on this ship,
Not on
but
this
we
ship.
have on Symphony twice, and we really enjoyed it. So hopefully it lives up to it. All right. Our appetizers are here, and they are the size of entrees.
They are. This is the honey, I believe it's honey glazed scallops, but there's a chorizo stuff, a
Yeah, it
chorizo
looks
underneath
good.
of it.
Whatever it is.
You can really catch the heat or the smell of that chorizo. Chorizo corn, that's what it was.
Okay.
But I'm gonna take one bite of
Get a
all of it.
bit of all of
yeah,
it?
that scallop just melts in your mouth. So tender, very nicely done. And that chorizo offers a smokiness you don't normally get with scallops. So it's a little interesting, very unique and different. Not in a bad way, just very unique and
Not
different.
something
Something
you
you
would-
just normally think of. You know, I guess I wouldn't expect a chorizo corn slaw with my scallops.
Yeah, it's a very strong flavor profile.
Yeah, it's really good. Should I try the pork belly
Yeah,
too?
we might as well. So we did 3. We did 3 appetizers and 3 entrees. It's kind of our thing, you know?
And they don't tell you no.
Right. So this one is the pork belly. And we do remember, because we actually went back and watched our whole video, where we basically said that it eats a lot more like roast pork.
Yeah, there's a very crisp top on top of it.
Yeah, that's actually good.
Oh, wow. Oh,
Very crisp. Did you break a tooth?
no, but it really caught me off guard. How crisp that is. Again, fresh, hot. You can tell these are cooked. One of the things that I like about specialty dining on cruise ships is that the stuff's coming out freshly prepared. And it's very freshly prepared. It also comes with a potato puree and an apple slaw.
He even said like everything is made to order, so like things are going to take time. So definitely give yourself like a good 90 minutes.
Yeah, I do think there is a much different topping on that than we had, I think it was last night on the pork belly.
Yeah.
This is much crispier.
Last night was at Wonderland.
That's right. This is a much crispier top. It still has that, like you said, pork roast flavor underneath, but the crispy top.
Which is what I felt
it
like the
over
one
the
at
edge,
Wonderland was missing.
Yeah, that's what
So,
it needed.
I'm
So this
glad.
one is, you're going to be very happy with this one.
Okay, and I got one more. When we see a short rib, we got to get a short rib, and the waiter recommended it as well.
Again, this is not appetizer size.
No, these are big.
Huge
You can
portions.
see, it just cuts. This is just a butter knife, so it's coming apart very easily. Looks like a good old pot roast, basically. It's got some mashed potatoes with it.
And carrots, right?
Yeah, like 3 different colored carrots.
The tricolor of carrots going on there.
That's amazing.
Is it good?
I could easily see that just being your entree if you wanted to. You could easily just get one of these other things and then this because it's delicious. It's very nice, rich. There is the mashed potatoes with it as well. What's not to like? All right, we are finishing up our appetizer course. What did you think now that we are almost complete?
Going through all of them, the scallops were missed for me, simply because I don't think the flavors worked well. And Josh nailed it when he had actually tried to bite. He said there was missing a sear,
Yeah.
and I think that was 100% it. It was good, edible. I still ate them all. I mean,
Yeah.
it didn't stop me from eating them. The one that surprised me the most, that pork belly. That first bite, the skin, the crispiness of that skin threw me off. But the more I ate it, the more I needed it, and it was delicious.
Yeah,
and
it
of
was
course,
actually so good.
I'm with Josh. Like, yeah, you're not going wrong by ordering short rib.
Right, and yeah, so we would skip the scallop again. The flavors are just weird. The sear was wrong. But these other 2 dishes are great. So the appetizer portions were huge.
Yeah, but look
So,
at this fish portion.
As you would
Holy
guess, yeah,
shnikes.
the entree portions are gigantic. Well,
Yeah.
this one's small,
Yeah, that seems small
but it looks good.
compared to this one.
Yeah, look at the halibut portion, and then even your
My
duck
duck.
duo.
With some fava beans.
Yeah. All right, so this is a lamb Wellington.
It looks delicious.
It does, and it's with butternut squash.
Butternut
Excited
squash.
for that?
Okay.
So let's try this all together.
Again, they came out fresh and hot. Individually prepared. This is one of those pieces we were just discussing the prices of the specialty dining restaurants, and it's worth
It's
it.
absolutely worth it.
Yeah.
If you're questioning whether $55 per person, which is not on sale,
No.
we got everything on sale because like we're constantly looking at prices and we got the good deal.
Yep.
But all right, this lamb alone is worth it.
Is
There's
it?
a nice crispy crust on the top. The meat is nice and juicy, very tender. I do not feel like it is gamey,
Oh, good.
which I think is what people a lot of times ask us about lamb. I think it's really good, and it pairs really well with the sauce.
The nice part too about this is this isn't $55 for the entree. This is $55 for the restaurant. So
Right.
you get this entire course that we're showing you for $55. a
Right,
person.
and you can see that we are ordering the heck out of it.
Yeah.
I'm going for lemon on this.
Yeah.
All right, so there's some potatoes underneath here as well.
A warm potato salad, he called it. A
Yes.
hollandaise sauce.
Let's check how
think some-
flaky this is.
Crispy something on top.
Yeah, it looks like a parsnip to me. And I'm gonna pretend that it is.
I was gonna say it's pancetta or something like that.
It's
No.
definitely not that. No, I think it's like a root vegetable.
Oh, okay.
All right, I don't know that I need any of this lettuce on top, but I think that the halibut is really nice, good, flaky. Dip it with some holiday sauce. That's really freaking good. I'm gonna see if I can get the potato salad. So it just looks like it's diced red potatoes.
Yeah, it didn't look like much in there, but
And it pretty much is diced red potatoes.
okay.
But you're going for the fish. Fish is good. Lamb is good.
Let's see about the duck.
All right, duck do well.
So I did the duck duo. It does have an orange sauce. It also says fava beans and Brussels sprouts. And let me tell you, the only thing I'm a little disappointed about is there's one Brussels sprout cut into fours.
Hey, Brussels sprouts.
And they're boiled.
Oh no.
So they aren't the Brussels sprouts we would normally ever order.
So don't get the duck for the Brussels sprouts.
Don't get it for the Brussels sprouts. Let's put it that way. Again, cooked to order. I ordered it medium. I don't know any other way to order duck, so if I'm supposed to order it a different way, let me know in the comments
Let
below.
us know if we're wrong in this.
The fava beans, not my cup of tea. I don't like beans, so I'm probably not going to try them. So,
Well, it's a good thing we just got extra entrees so that you don't need to eat those fava beans.
now that duck,
Is it good?
very good. This is what I've been looking at on the menu and keep telling Josh, like, I want to try that duck.
How's the skin?
The skin could use a little bit more crisp. I'm assuming this one's a little bit crispier than what I have. But the sauce is good. It's nice and tender, moist and juicy.
By the way, have you guys noticed lemon? We're wearing lemons. Yeah.
That's right.
Only on a
That's
cruise.
really good.
Only on a cruise ship should you get away with dressing like this.
Yeah, I'm going to ask Josh to try the Brussels sprouts, though. See what he thinks.
Great.
As I said, I'm going to ask Josh to try the Brussels sprouts. And he says, on camera? And I said, yeah. On camera.
I have 25% of the Brussels sprouts from this plate. Yeah, I don't like that. I feel like, you remember, like back in the 90s, when Brussels sprouts had a bad rap?
This is why, right here. Uh-huh.
Sear those suckers.
No.
You know, get some kind of
Do
glaze
something.
on there.
Throw them in the fryer or something.
Yeah. So, I mean, we're missing on the sides a little bit, but I think that the mains are delicious. All right, so we've been racking our brains, and it's killing us to realize that 150 Central Park was on Icon of the Season. We have not gone here. This is actually our first time in 2.5 years at 150 Central Park.
Yeah, I'm blown away. I'm totally blown away.
We are disappointed in ourselves.
And you should be disappointed in us
Yes.
as well.
But on that note, let's go ahead and eat some dessert. This is a blackcurrant sorbet, and it's like a Nutella.
Yeah, chocolate hazelnut tart.
Yeah. So I guess Nutella.
Yeah. In addition to that, we got some fried cheesecake. When we ate this 2.5 years ago, it was one of our favorite desserts, and actually our waiter's favorite dessert because he brought it out to us multiple times.
Yeah, even if we didn't order it.
Yep.
All right, let's give this a try. I do think there's some peanut butter in this too.
That tart looks good.
It's so cold.
It must be cold. It's a beautiful dessert.
Yeah, so it seems like there's a layer of peanut butter on the bottom,
Oh, okay.
Nutella on the top, blackcurrant sorbet, which is a cold piece. That's really good. It's a nice crispy cookie shell. I like it, but
I can't believe
let's
we
get
missed
to what everyone's gonna do.
that, Josh. Just
I
let's
know.
say it.
I know. We're just
blown away by ourselves.
we have been fighting with ourselves for like at least 30 minutes, maybe an hour.
Maybe.
Thinking like we are idiots. But here's some fried cheesecake. It's freaking good.
Oh, I'm so excited to try that.
So it's a nice crispy thin batter. That's so
Very
good.
good.
Awesome.
I love this stuff.
By the way,
I wanna order another one.
our waiter was really nice. And so we were talking with him. But Rachel dug into that cheesecake before I could record her.
I did because I knew it was getting cold and I didn't want it to.
Yeah.
And it's so good and I just want to eat more. I would order another one.
It's super light.
It's a good thing
batter.
we're coming back.
Yes, we are going to be back in 2 nights. So glad we're doing it. Yeah, I think the fried cheesecake is definitely the winner, though. I mean, this one is good. It's very rich. But I'm glad that we have 150 Central Park booked twice.
Me too.
tan lines going on over here.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to put on sunscreen tomorrow.
I think so. All right, tonight was the night of shows.
What's the night of shows?
Yeah, basically right away after we did dinner, we went to Intense because the Aqua Show has been canceled the first 3 nights of our cruise.
Yep.
So we were like, let's go because we don't know if it's going to happen again.
Yep. Oh, my thoughts on that, and maybe it's because we've done 3 Oasis and bigger class ships. They're all so similar. I don't want to go back. Like,
yeah, this one was,
I'm fine with it. It's interesting, but I don't need to go back.
Yeah, I struggled with this one because like there was no connection to the music. It was just like loud booming stuff.
Yeah, it didn't make any sense to me.
And so it was just like, I don't know. It probably was 2 times the length that it needed to be.
Yeah, I said it easily could have been cut in half.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then after that we went to the ice show.
Favorite show.
Yeah.
So far, so good.
So good. I was saying to Rachel that the only thing that I make sure I'm going to get to more is a Broadway show that they have on these ships.
Yep.
Sometimes, which this one doesn't have it.
Yeah.
So, like, I really enjoyed it. My key thing is get to the front row.
Yes.
I think it just makes it so good.
Yeah, you're right there. It's so cool.
And then we just got to our room, and we have a surprise.
We do. Our first bottle of shame from the casino.
Rachel was telling me about this bottle of shame from the Facebook groups. So apparently if you lose enough money in the casino, they'll give you a bottle of wine.
Or it must be if you play enough, because I don't think either one of us are down that terrible amount.
I ain't doing good.
Okay, Mike, I'm not down that bad.
Right. But it probably is amount of play. And so the interesting thing about this cruise is, like, this is actually day 4. You might be seeing this as our second video because day 1 was embarkation, day 2 and 3 were sea days.
Yeah.
And we just gambled a lot. We went to the solarium, we slept in, we went to the gym.
As I say, we walked, we went to the gym. We've actually done a lot, but it didn't seem until we got, I don't know, after lunch, and then we were both like, I'm not ready. We're going to have 3. We knew we were doing 3 beach days. Yeah. So we're also like, no need to go to the pool.
Yeah. The pool was pretty crowded, but the solarium was actually nice this time around.
Yeah.
All right. Before we get into favorite moment and favorite bite, tomorrow we are going to St. John for the first time. We are going to be in port in St. Thomas. We are doing a long 7.5-hour excursion with Royal Caribbean. Not paid for by Royal Caribbean. I wish, if you're watching, give us some sponsorships.
Yeah, we'd be happily sponsored.
But we are actually headed over to St. John. We're going to be doing some snorkeling, having a great beach day, hopefully.
Yeah.
On that note, what is your favorite bite of today?
Oh, my favorite bite of today is probably going to have to be that fried cheesecake at 150 Central Park.
All right, that was very good. I was actually, it was better than I remembered. I'm going with the lamb Wellington.
I knew you were going with that. So
it was so good.
It was a good one.
My God.
Yeah.
Yes, that was delicious.
Yeah.
Favorite moment of today?
I loved when we went back into the ocean after lunch. We had some poor math by Josh and Rachael to get us another bucket of beers and a couple drinks. And it was just so warm, but walking into that ocean and just knowing that that's what we wanted to do today.
Yeah.
It was fun.
Yours? We spent hours there.
We did.
This is going to sound very weird. So I was thinking about that one, and so I decided to go with a slightly different one. My favorite moment was during the Game of Thrones song during the ice show.
Oh, really?
Alright, so I didn't record too much of this because I don't like to record everything in the shows because I like to leave some surprise and excitement for people. So there was a surprise at the end, but I did capture a quick glimpse of it, but they all came out very regal. Like, it made me think of like super old Russian ice skaters, and then Game of Thrones, which I was a huge fan of. Rachel hasn't seen it all yet.
I haven't.
But it was just so intense, and I think that everybody in the crowd just loved it.
I think so too.
So for some reason, I'm going with that for the day.
Yeah. I can't decide if my glasses make it better or worse, so
I try to put mine on because I feel like you can then see my raccoon eyes.
That's what I was going to say. Oh, then you can definitely see the raccoon eyes, so don't worry about the glare in the glasses.
Alright, so tomorrow, come along with us. We're going to be snorkeling, and we're going to be putting sunscreen on. Yes, don't worry about it.
Yeah.
But we'll see you tomorrow. If you're enjoying our videos, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe.
You can also follow us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and X. All our links are down below.
Good night.